All right, so Maine, uh, Maine is it's the northeastern state. So it's got like that northeast quality about it, where it's just like technically it's just like it's in the top right of the country. So it's got that kind of like top right kind of feeling about it. And then also it's kind of a large state for that area because a bunch of the states there, they get all small and stuff. Nor that northeast region, like Rhode Island, for example, is the smallest state. And the reason why it's such a small state is I don't know. Maybe I'll get to that when I cover Rhode Island. But for now, I think the main thing about Maine is, I mean, it's almost like the main state of the country because it is in the top right. Did I say top left earlier? I meant top right. It's in the top right. Interestingly, it is the like farthest right state, but then it's politically it's actually goes left in the elections. But I think I don't know. There might be some right wing people in the Northeast, but I think they tend to get outvoted. Something to note about the North East is they have a lot of like fish because they're on the Atlantic Ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean has a lot of fish. Like fish live there. Fish live in the ocean, and so what happens in Maine is mainly that they have a lot of fish. And so what happens with these fish is the fish end up becoming kind of like part of the citizenship, or the citizenry of the state, where it's like half the population in Maine is actually made of fish. So what happens when you have like a population base that's 50% fish is you develop something of a fish-based culture, okay? And this similar thing happens in Japan, where what you get is you get a lot of fish, and then they vote in the elections, and then what you end up having is you have pro-fish politicians. Pro-fish politicians aren't very different than pro-human politicians, except they work to perpetuate the fish kingdom. The fish kingdom is... Yeah. The fish kingdom is an important part of the economic, flow of that whole state process. Anyway, there you go. What's the biggest city in Maine? Let's find out. I'll look it up. Oh, Portland. That's awesome. So they got Portland in Maine, 68,000 people. So Portland, Oregon beats out Portland, Maine, obviously by population alone, and then probably also by swag measurements. But Portland, Maine, they got the witch trials and shit, I think. Anyway, there you go, man.